Well, let's talk now to Maziyar Ghiabi, the Director of Iranian Studies at the University of Exeter. Maziyar, welcome, good to see you. President Trump describing this agreement as a major diplomatic victory. Is it?
Good to be with you. Well, it is a diplomatic success in a time in which escalation seemed to be the only path ahead. I'm not sure it's a diplomatic success for the U.S. because in the first place we should remember our viewers that the U.S. under Trump's previous administration sort of cancelled the diplomatic agreement that was in place about the nuclear program that Iran was developing. So in a way, Trump basically hit on his own feet and then claimed the success.
Has this war, in your judgment, advanced the national interest of the United States?
I don't think so at all. I mean, it has actually made Iran far more conscious that the United States and Israel are ready to go very far in destabilizing the country. It has brought into power a political establishment now, the second and third generation of the Islamic Republic, that is far more conscious of the double-edged sword of diplomacy, and therefore Iran is now in a place where it's more keen to assert its strategic objectives than it was before. So in a way, the United States is in a weaker position, also considering the fact that many of its military bases have been heavily targeted by Iranian ballistic missiles, and that many of its regional allies, particularly the Arab monarchies of the Persian Gulf, have found that there is a price to be paid to be on the American side.
Mr. Trump, of course, continues to insist that this Iran deal is better than the one that President Obama signed. Is it?
Well, the details are just now trickling down, and so we are about to assess. I think the geopolitical situation has changed dramatically from that of 10 years ago. The agreement is very similar in some respect in terms of limiting Iran's enrichment and sort of diluting some of its highly enriched uranium. But at the same time, it seems not to come to terms with some of the outstanding claims that Iran has put forward, and that have become a very legitimate claim in the eyes of Iranians, for instance, with regards to the Strait of Hormuz. I think fundamentally this is not a better deal than the JCPOA under Obama, but there was very little Trump could achieve in the situation that he basically brought himself under the push of the Israeli government.
I'm sure academics like you around the world will be getting their books ready and writing the first chapters on this. What does this conflict say about US military power in the Middle East?
This is a very good question. I'm not sure I'm keen to write about this, and I don't think this is the final chapter of the confrontation between Israel and Iran, mediated through the intervention of the U.S. But I do believe that we are witnessing a declining U.S. power, particularly sort of impersonified by the style and mannerism and the loose ideology of the U.S. President Donald J. Trump, but also in a way the lack of vision that the United States have shown with respect to global affairs, very much driven, in this case in particular vis-à-vis the question of Iran, by another country, which is Israel, which really called the shots in this war for quite some time, for several weeks, before Trump and basically the American establishment managed to come to a logical conclusion that this war could not be won on the terms the Israelis have been pushing for.
Maziyar, good to see you. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Maziyar Ghiabi, the Director of Iranian Studies at the University of Exeter.